Toyota Corolla was equipped with 1.4, 97 horsepower, 1.6, 110 horsepower, and 1.8-liter, 192 horsepower, petrol engines with VVTi variable valve timing. A modification with a 192 horsepower engine intended for the T-Sport version is rare in our market, as well as diesel versions that were not officially supplied to us. Gasoline 4s are generally reliable. In the timing drive, they have a strong metal chain, the service life of which is on average 250,000 kilometers. But the drive belt roller periodically fails, 5,500 rubles. The cause of the malfunction is in the vibration damper mechanism of this tension element. Occasionally, the VVTi clutch, which is very picky about the quality of the oil, required updating. Breakage will pull about 8,500 rubles, along with work. On gasoline 4s of 1.4 and 1.6 liters, there were problems with the wear of the cylinder piston group, which also increased oil consumption. The defect was eliminated in early 2005 by changing the processing technology of the block, the design of the pistons and rings. But everyone who operates the car in the metropolis will have to face the replacement of the radiator. It should also be noted that engines on some Corollas, about a quarter of the total, have been seen to consume excessive engine oil due to piston ring coking. Usually this happened after 50,000 kilometers. Installing new parts will empty the wallet of the second owner by about 11,500 rubles. This feature was eliminated only in April 2005, when they changed the technology for processing the engine block, the design of pistons and rings, and also increased the amount of oil poured into the engine. On many cars, the plastic intake manifold sucked in air, and the engine made a sound like exhaust from a leaky muffler. The Japanese solved the problem by increasing the number of welding points, and cars younger than 2003 no longer suffer from this defect. I'm glad that spark plugs are inexpensive, only 125 rubles each a piece, but they will usually have to be changed after 20,000 kilometers. Transmission. Gearboxes, both manual and automatic, are durable and reliable. Under normal use and regular maintenance, both are absolutely trouble-free. In the mechanics, it is recommended to update the oil after 40,000 kilometers. In the automatic transmission, every 80,000 kilometers, replacement is estimated at 3,500 rubles and 9,800 rubles, respectively. The clutch serves an average of 130,000 kilometers, and updating it complete with a basket, release bearing, and disc at a specialized service will cost from 15,000 rubles. Joints of equal angular velocities, CV joints, are also long-lived. They will quietly serve far beyond 200,000 kilometers, provided that their protective rubber anthers are intact, which can be easily damaged by careless driving. Suspension. The pendant is durable. Even such expensive parts as ball bearings, 4,400 rubles, and assembled levers, from 11,500 rubles, are updated after 150,000 kilometers. The front, 2,000 rubles each, and rear, 8,500 rubles each complete with the hub. Wheel bearings can withstand the same amount. Shock absorbers, 2,900 rubles each for the front and 2,000 rubles for the rear, began to rumble after 100 to 120,000 kilometers chassis and body. Corolla for the Russian market came with increased ground clearance. The chassis may seem somewhat harsh, but its energy intensity is impressive, as well as durability. For example, even penny bushings and stabilizer struts often nursed up to 70 to 90,000 kilometers. And the upper supports of the front struts easily experienced 2 replacement shock absorbers, 2,000 rubles each. Ball bearings and silent blocks of levers withstand 150,000 kilometers and even more. In the chassis, such common elements as racks, 1,500 rubles each, and bushings, 400 rubles each, of the stabilizer often live up to 80,000 kilometers. But what is worth writing down in consumables is brake discs, from 7,300 rubles for the front and rear, which rarely withstand 60,000 kilometers, or 2 replacement pads, from 2,900 rubles. The latter, by the way, claim to be the most sought-after suspension parts and do not nurse more than 30,000 kilometers. True, some owners complained about the noise in the steering rack when driving through bumps. This defect was eliminated under warranty. The mechanism was replaced as an assembly. But when buying a used car, installing a new rail will cost about 40,000 rubles. For a relatively short time, 20 to 40,000 kilometers, brake pads work, which, for the sake of ecology, asbestos-free, are rather soft, and the discs themselves are designed for a short service life, 40 to 60,000 kilometers. Body. The body is almost indestructible. But, as with all Japanese cars, road salt corrodes the lower radiator tank, and it starts to leak. In the metropolis, it is enough for a maximum of 3 seasons. The radiator assembly is changed for 10,000 rubles, plus work, about 2,000 rubles. And owners are also annoyed by aerodynamic noise at the top of the windshield at speeds above 140 km/h. The reason was the poor fit of the molding to the glass. Plywood molding, 2,000 rubles, usually solved this problem. Electrical equipment. The electrical equipment of the Toyota Corolla is practically trouble-free. Even the light bulbs do not burn out very often. True, some adjustments are made by the peculiarities of Russian operation. If they made it a rule to try to lower the frozen glass, they will soon cut off the pins of the motor gearbox, which as an assembly costs from 6,500 rubles. Modernization in 2004 mainly affected the appearance of the car. Among the technical innovations is the robotic mechanics, which was equipped with European versions. Toyota Corolla has got an updated grille. In a slightly modified front bumper, round fog lights now settled instead of the previous rectangular ones. The rear lights have also changed, which are now implanted with a pair of orange rounds. By the way, if before the restyling, Turkish-assembled Corolla sedans and station wagons were delivered to Russia, and hatchbacks, English, then from 2004 only station wagons will come to us from Turkey. Sedans and hatchbacks are now made in Japan. There are innovations in the cabin. The steering wheel, which has slightly changed its shape, is adjustable not only in height, but also in reach. The basic equipment has become noticeably richer. And further, instruments on the updated Corolla are now optotronic, with bright red arrows and white neon scales.